Welcome, everyone. You are about to embark on a journey through the universe as you indulge in this extraordinary essence of enlightened, empowered, evolved. Let the show begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Just in time. Greetings, everyone. I'm Luke Bryan Smith, and welcome to Enlightened, Empowered, Evolved. I know everyone is well, and everything is unfolding perfectly. And you know what I'm going to say next, don't you? Yes, that's right. I'm excited yet again because I have another amazing guest who is an inspirational thought leader that offers transformational perspectives based on her unique experiences as a woman born without arms and legs. Through her life, you see beyond the obvious limitations that her physical body represents, and you take notice of her strength and her complete whole spirit. With a can-do attitude and her ability to rise up to her daily challenges, she inspires people to have no excuses, a no excuses approach to life. Yes, and I'll stop right there. Without further ado, I introduce to you Pauline Victoria. How are you
Hey,
doing today,
Luke.
Pauline?
Good. I'm better that I'm here with you.
Yes, and I feel the same way. The feeling is mutual. I'm so excited to talk to you after reading your amazing, just your write-up that you sent me. I'm just very excited. And before we get started, I just want to say that I'm a firm believer that time is one of our most precious assets. So for you to choose to spend some of your time here with me on Enlightened, Empowered, Evolved, I just want to send again my sincerest gratitude to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's
Absolutely. I'm excited to see what we can do to add value to your audience and hopefully inspire people to, like you said in my bio, have a no excuses approach to life because you truly are unstoppable.
right. That's amazing. So let's just get right into it. What inspired you to become this thought leader, this transformational, unique? Just, I mean, I know you're unique. Everyone's unique, but just what inspired you to do what you do and inspire people and help people in regards to like personal development, self-empowerment? Just give us a little backdrop, little backstory on all that and just what you do now.
Yeah, absolutely. Um, Maybe a lot of people can relate to this story, but how many of you out there who are listening or watching have know you have a gift? You've received the signs all around you. People try to pull you into opportunities, and yet you try to ignore it. You try to hide it because you know that once you step into that gift, you're stepping into uncertain ground and you're really not sure what can unfold.
Right.
And usually it's positive things that unfold. It's a full of possibility, but sometimes the unknown possibilities, even though they're positive, can be just as scary as our fears of failure. And so for me, a lot of times throughout my life, I know I've had a gifting. First of all, obviously, I'm going to be able to attract a lot of people's attention because I'm out there in the world where I stick out like a sore thumb. I am not, I can't blend in, so to
Right.
speak. And
Right.
so people are going to take notice of me. And, it's in the taking notice where we get to have a choice, where I had to come to a choice of whether or not I'm going to use that attention to inspire people, to add value to them, to help them become better in their life, or try to shrink away from it. And
Right.
so
Right.
after so many signals and opportunities that I took, but felt like I failed at, and after I was done playing small, I
Right.
decided to go ahead and step into my gift of using my voice. I believe that, we're all called here to be expressions of God, to be the hands and feet of God. Obviously, I don't have the hands and feet, but I do have
Right.
a voice that I
Right.
can use to impart hopefully wisdom and insights for people that hopefully they don't have to go through the same struggle I did, but maybe they can learn from my experiences, even if it's not exactly the same experience. Universally, the experiences I've had can translate to all lives, whether you have a disability or not.
Wow.
So it's because I feel called to do what I'm doing. It's not for my own, like, I need more attention. I need a pat on the back. I don't need any of that.
Right.
If
Right.
anything, I've tried to shy away from that. But because I know it's bigger than me, I can step into my gift with that courage and confidence, knowing that I'm a piece of the puzzle and there's a bigger plan out there. And so that's why I do what I do.
Wow. Pauline, amazing. Well orchestrated in my perspective. And like you
Thank you.
said, I know you don't need my validation, but I still want to just say that that was a very, this the way that you put everything. It's just what I can resonate to it all. And you're right. People, what I was going to say is that people all have their struggles, and their struggles are hard to them at any
Yeah.
particular time. But what I have to say right now, and I don't like to use the word have to, but what I'm inspired to say is that for you to use your adversities, your what most people would feel as blockages or whatever, as a strength, and be able to decipher that in your mind, that is, I can't find a word for it. That's strength for one, that's intelligence, that's just intellect. And number one, really what got me is you connecting with your soul, with your spirit.
Mhm.
And I can tell because you were called to do that. This is, and that comes from your intuition, from the way God speaks to you, the way the universe is connected to you, source, whatever you want to call it. But that right there stood out to me. And I just have to add even more onto what you've already said, and to talk to myself and other people to say, you know, Pauline is inspiring people. And at times we feel that we're going through something that's bad, and it could be, but you're a testament to me. And I just have to say this. I don't have to. I want to say this. You're a testament that, no matter where we are, there's always somebody that you'll look at and say, wow, I don't have that, or I'm not that. So let that be an inspiration to you, period. Because if you can overcome, what you had no choice in the matter of, and to elevate yourself and to thrive, then there's
Mhm.
no excuses for anyone else.
Yeah,
I can say we can give excuses, but there's not. I hope I articulated that right to you, that you feel what I'm trying to say.
yeah,
And that
absolutely.
absolutely amazing. And this is one of the reasons why I was inspired to create this platform, is to get amazing, extraordinary people like you, Pauline, to just reinforce and to affirm, and to just, that light, and the fact too, just so many different things. I get excited about it, but just to connect with, no matter what your adversities or experience, whether it be physical, mental, psychological, whatever it is, to connect with your soul and to just keep moving no matter what, and just
Yeah,
is do what you're called to do. And
absolutely.
right, go ahead.
Yeah. No, what it appears is that my challenges are physical,
Right, right,
but any battle that I have fought was internal.
right.
It was in the mind, in my soul, with God.
No, I get it.
I don't sugarcoat my experiences that everything has been roses and rainbows, because it hasn't. Uh, but it is through the struggle that I probably grew the most. And so any of the struggles that we're experiencing, even though it seems like it's external,
Right,
like something happened to you, you were in an accident, or the economy turned and you lost everything, or you were fired from your job, or your partner left you, or there was a death in your family.
right.
The struggles seem like they're on the outside,
Yes.
and that may be where they start. but the battle is fought and won on the inside.
Right.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, you're absolutely correct. And oftentimes those battles, I'm not saying like you said, I'll refer there's contrast. There is outside, of course, but most of the time the hardest battles are against ourselves, our own thoughts, our own feelings, and you know, and in my perspective, if I think about most of the adversities I've had to face in life, it was because I was in my own way, because things are going to happen, and it's how you perceive it and how you react, what you're going to do, what happens. That's where and another thing that you said that's very powerful, and I resonate with it totally, is that's when you grow the most, is through going through what you feel that you can't get through. And then you get on the other side, or maybe you're still going through it, but it's strengthening you. If you're still here, then it's shaping you. It's building character. It's building wisdom. Now I'm sure you know a lot more than you used to, because you're intentionally focused on growth and elevating and expanding. And I can see that. I can feel it in your the way that you speak and what you speak about, that's your purpose, is to elevate yourself and to grow and to keep reaching towards your highest self, and then pour that out to other people.
Yeah. And I really believe that when we do that for ourselves, we can teach them what we learn along the way, but
Right.
more importantly, we inspire them to do it for themselves. So I really struggled with this idea of like being a source of inspiration. And I had a mentor
Right.
say to me
Right.
one time, it's not your job, Pauline, to inspire people. And
Yes.
inside, she was talking, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm an inspirational speaker and thought leader. Isn't that my job, part of the job description?
Right.
And she said, no, your only job is to live a life that inspires you so much that it inspires others to live a life that inspires them. So I
Yes.
know it's a little bit of a play on words, but
Yes.
the
No,
best, yeah,
I get what she was saying to you. It's
yeah,
true. It's true. And it starts with you. And
yeah,
then through that, other people will be inspired, but not just for you to just people to look at you and say, oh, she's an inspiration to me because I'm not that, or whatever. You know, no, that's not your job. And,
right.
but yes, that's amazing. So let me open this back up so I can look at your bio, because there's something else I want to ask you.
Yeah,
6-1. Yes. So you also you have you're a founder of Leg Up Productions. Can you give us a little insight as to what that entails, and how did you what inspired you to start that, and Leg Up
yeah,
Productions, and what it is, and all that?
yeah. So it's One Leg Up production. So,
Okay. Oh, yes. Did I
you,
say that? Okay.
yeah,
One Leg Up
that's okay.
Productions.
One
Yes,
leg
I
up.
left off
Yeah,
as founder of
that's
the
okay.
One Leg Up Productions. I
Yeah,
apologize.
no problem. You know, so I always say like I was born with the arms and legs because it's easier to say. I do have kind of a leg on
Right.
my body, but it's
Right.
not a fully formed leg. So
Right.
but it's a play on words. It was a funny story. My friend and I were doing some filming at the house. And she actually only has one leg because she lost it to cancer when she was 13.
Oh,
And
wow.
so my husband comes in and he's like, what is this? One Leg Up Productions. And you know, when you hear something and you're like, ah, that's, I'm going to use that someday. And
Right.
so when I founded my company, I used that. It's One Leg Up Productions, a play off my own body, but also, you
Right.
know, I want to help people get a one leg up on their life, on their goals, on
Yes,
who they want to
there's a,
become.
yeah, like you said, it's a
Yeah.
play on words there, but yeah, right,
Yeah. So hopefully that shows people that, you know, I'm not so serious about having my disability or anything,
right.
but I understand that my disability is the context in which I live my life, but it is not, does not create the content of my life. It's
Wow.
this
Wow.
container
Say
that
that
is
again. Say that again, please. Pauline.
Absolutely. I understand that my disability is the context of my life, but it does not create the content of my life.
Wow, you need to put that on a t-shirt right
Yeah.
away, ASAP. I mean, I'm gonna manage you. No, because
All right, all
I
right.
create inspirational uh t-shirts and stuff like that. No, yeah, that's
Yes.
amazing. Wow. Wow.
Yeah. And you can
Go
put
ahead.
that and
I apologize.
insert my struggle is not the my struggle is the context of my life, but not the content, right? It's the container in which is the backdrop from which we uh build or create our life around.
Right.
But One Leg Up Productions, I created as originally to serve the disability community.
Oh, wow.
But I pivoted a little bit because I found that I absolutely love entrepreneurs. I
Mm,
love, I have a heart for entrepreneurs because they are the ones who are the risk takers. They are
mhm.
the visionaries, the messengers. And because I'm a believer, I believe that we're all expressions of God. And they're the
Yes.
ones who are willing to stand up, like you, Lute, and
Yes.
say, you know what? There's a different vision, a different world that we can create out here
Right.
that I see. And I am willing to take the risks. I'm willing to step out of my comfort zone to do this. I have a podcast myself, and it's not easy
No.
getting in front of a camera or in front of a mic and asking people to open themselves up and be vulnerable to the
Right.
world.
Right.
So,
But it does get easier.
it does. It
Yes,
does.
it does.
Absolutely.
But at times, like you said, I can relate to it because, and I'm being transparent, even with you, I've never had a person that didn't have legs and arms. I've had people with different disabilities.
Yeah,
Um, and I say that like this because they end up being their strengths in some way. And a lot of times they're
absolutely.
stronger than they're teaching me. So
Yeah.
I don't really like to even use disabilities. I don't. But
Yeah.
just to give it some context so people can understand what I'm saying. But so I was thinking because I put some thought into it every time before I have a guest, like, what will I be comfortable asking her? And the universe just said, just be you, Lou. You're not insensitive person. You don't have to really, she'll feel your energy and she'll know. Just like when I said that you're an inspiration and was speaking to myself and other people that if you're overcoming, especially the obstacles that you're faced with, then we really have no excuse,
Mhm.
and I was thinking, okay, what with me saying that, and I'm talking to you here,
Yeah.
would that seem insensitive to say that to her? And then I said, no, I don't think so. I said, because
Yeah.
she understands what I'm saying. Um, yeah. And I'm not trying to use you or anything like that. You're here, you're my guest. And I'm just saying that you are, whether you, that just like your coach or whatever said that that's not your job. Well, whether it's your job or not, you're doing good at it.
Yeah.
And it's
Thank
based
you.
on not just your physical appearance, but just when I just listen to you, just amazing. No matter whose mouth that's coming out of, that's inspiring. I know that
Mm.
you're connected with spirit. I'm feeling your frequency. You know what I'm saying? And I
Yeah.
tell people all the time is like, just because somebody looks like me or does the same thing as me, that does not make them my tribe or on my frequency.
Right. Right.
They don't speak or whatever. Our mindsets and are not the same,
And
but
yeah.
when I listen to you, it sounds like my type of language. That's all I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah. Like we know each other, even
Right,
though this may have been the first time we physically met. We know each
right,
other
right,
at
right,
an energy level. You're absolutely correct. And I
right,
think that's what people feel. And that's why I said in my bio,
right,
even though they see the physical outside disabilities, I
right.
would put air quotes too if I could. You could do that for me.
Yeah. Okay. Just tell me when. Say now, Lou.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
do it. I'll do it.
Disabilities, yeah. What they do take notice of, uh, People don't admire me for living without arms and legs. What they
Right.
admire is my ability to put myself out there and
Right.
smile and be the best person I can be and to continue to grow and to help people. That's what they admire.
Right.
Because not everybody, even whether they have adversity or not, can
Right.
choose to do that. So that's what they're taking notice of. That's what they're in awe of. That's what they find inspiring.
Right.
And so that's why I say whatever it is you see in me also exists in you. You just have to
Yes.
choose it. You have
Exactly.
to choose it. And the
It's,
reality of it is, I didn't overcome anything. My
okay.
external circumstances never changed.
Right.
Right. So it's
Right.
not like I overcame them and done with that.
Right. Right.
It's a consistent choice that I have to make every single day. Not that I don't have my bad days, and I allow myself,
Exactly.
we're human. We allow ourselves to have our bad days and process, because when you have those breakdowns, it's the edge of the breakthrough. And so it's okay to have those times when you're feeling uncertain or sad or frustrated,
Right.
because like you said, like we both said, it is only through the adversity, through that struggle, can you grow, right?
Right.
Like faith likes grows in friction. We
Wow.
don't just like one day wake up and be like, oh, I'm all good, I'm so
Yeah.
super strong and unstoppable. And not saying that that can't happen
Can
either,
happen.
right?
Yes.
but
No, I understand.
but I allow myself to have those moments, because oftentimes those are that discomfort signals, okay, there's a breakthrough that's coming, and I'm
Right.
going to elevate myself again, or I'm going to be elevated. But it's still a
Wow.
constant choice that we each have to make through the struggle, through the good times. And we've all overcome things in the past, but guess what? There's something right around the corner.
Right.
And so we have to choose.
Yes.
And so One Leg Up Productions really wants to send the message to people that it is your birthright to live a victorious life.
Right.
And
To
so,
thrive,
yeah,
not just exist, thrive. That's what I
exactly.
gather. Yes.
Exactly. And I love, this is my given name, Pauline Victoria. My parents named me that. And Pauline means small, Victoria means victory. And,
Yes.
whether they're the small victories or the big victories, celebrate them. You were created for victory.
Right.
And
Right.
so I want to help people get a one leg up on that, to live that life of victory no matter what the challenges are. And so like I said, my heart is for entrepreneurs, and entrepreneurs, if they're struggling with something, I have a mastermind that people can partake in and soak up, what does it feel like to face every struggle, being certain there's victory on the other side.
Wow. I like that. Very powerful. And while you're on that subject of your mastermind and you assisting people, how, for the people that are just listening, especially audibly, can you give us a website or anything that people can connect with you
Yeah.
to seek your assistance or advice or yes, just yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll just give you my website.
Okay.
Sorry, my email. It's Pauline at onelegupproductions.com. Obviously my website's onelegupproductions.com. And so I have a variety of ways that you can either email me, or if you want to go DM me on my Facebook. All of my social media stuff is on there as well. And if you are a heart driven or impact driven entrepreneur, I do have a Facebook group called Made for More. And I know that people struggle with this idea of like, what's the purpose of my life? What
Right.
what what is the meaning? Do I
Right.
really have any significance out there?
Wow.
And I truly believe that yes, you do. You're here. And so there's no question whether you have significance. Your job is to find out in which way you can contribute back to the world. And so hopefully, even if I don't have arms and legs, I'm using what I got. Use what you have, your experiences, your struggles, your victories, your voice. And if you don't have a voice, you can write. If you don't enjoy talking or being in front of a camera, there's so many ways that you can impact the world. And so if you feel like that's you, I would love to be able to support you in putting your message out there.
Wow, amazing. And I'm not going to even add any more to that. That's amazing. Let's close with that. I just want to thank you so much, Pauline, for showing up today in more ways than one, and just for enhancing my experience today, my life today, and enhancing this show, this podcast, and adding another layer of greatness to, in my perception, is greatness to what I'm doing here. And just thank you
Yes.
very much. I appreciate you being who you are and for doing what you're doing. Yes. For
Thank
for
you.
for for basically following your purpose, for just embracing that and letting nothing deter you, and using things as fuel to even make it even more powerful, you know.
Mm,
And that's amazing. Thank you very
Thank you.
much. And thank you everyone for watching and or listening. Yes, I will have all of Pauline's links in the description of this segment on all the platforms, YouTube, and uh, if you go in the description on YouTube, you'll see all the other platforms that it'll be showcased on as well. The Apple and Spotify and Pandora, just many more that you can just listen to it too. And that's amazing. So yes, be sure to go into the description and check out all those links, and check out Pauline's links as well. And yeah, if you're inspired to, click and hit her up. Ask her some questions. Seek her expertise. Appreciate you. Also, check out the Enlightened, Empowered, Evolved website at 333empower.com as well. If you feel like you'd be an amazing guest on this platform, you can shoot an email to 333empower@gmail.com as well. Be sure to hit the like button, subscribe button, share this video, questions, comments, spread this around. Help the platform grow, help get these amazing messages out there to inspire people, because I do feel, just like Pauline said, that we're here, we're all different expressions of the universe of God, and we're here to assist each other and to uplift and enlighten each other. So help us do that. Thank you very much. Enlightened, Empowered, Evolved. See you soon.